Have you ever been accused of something so heavy, so devastating, that you start to question your own sanity? Because that's what happened to me. I was blamed, yes, blamed, for my ex-best friend's suicide attempt. And the worst part? Everyone believed it was my fault. Before I even had the chance to speak. But the truth? The truth is far more complicated, and far more painful than anyone could have imagined. So please, don't judge me yet. Watch until the end. Because what I'm about to share might change the way you look at trust, betrayal, and guilt forever. We met in college. Her name was Riley, and she lit up every room she walked into. She was bold. Funny. The kind of person who always made life feel like an adventure. We were inseparable, dorm mates, study partners, Friday night movie junkies. For years, we shared everything. Our dreams, our secrets, even our worst fears. But there was always something fragile in Riley. She'd smile the biggest in public but cry the hardest when no one was watching. Except me. I saw her breakdowns. I stayed up with her during panic attacks. I answered 3 a.m. calls when she said she didn't want to be here anymore. And I did everything I could, to help her hold on. But things changed after graduation. I got a job in another city. Riley stayed back, bouncing between gigs, unsure of what she wanted. She called me less. Texted with shorter replies. I thought she was busy. Turns out, she was spiraling. When I finally visited her months later, I barely recognized her. She'd lost weight. Her apartment was a mess. And the brightness in her eyes? Gone. She clung to me that weekend like a lifeline, telling me how much she missed me, how everyone had left her behind. I hugged her tightly and told her, Riley, I love you, but you have to take care of yourself. I can't be your only support system. And that's when her face changed. Cold. Distant. Angry. So you're abandoning me too, she whispered. I didn't know how to answer. 2 weeks later, I got the message. A long, emotional paragraph. She said I was selfish. That I made her feel worse about herself. That I didn't care anymore. I didn't respond. I was overwhelmed. I cried. I talked to my therapist. I even wrote Riley a letter I never sent. I didn't block her. I just needed space. Then, 3 months passed. And one evening, I got a call from a mutual friend, screaming into the phone. Riley tried to end her life, and she left a note. She mentioned you. My heart stopped. That's when the messages started flooding in. You abandoned her. You were supposed to be her friend. She needed you and you walked away. Even her parents called me. Her mother sobbed on the phone. Her father said, we trusted you. You were supposed to help her. And me? I couldn't breathe. I started asking myself the questions no one wants to ask. Was it really my fault? Could I have done more? Am I a terrible person? I became a ghost of myself, barely eating, barely sleeping. I kept checking for updates. Was Riley alive? Was she okay? Eventually, I found out. She survived. Weeks later, I visited the hospital. I didn't know what to expect. Anger? Tears? Silence? But what I got broke me even more. She looked up from her hospital bed and whispered, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean for all of this to happen." I stood frozen. I just wanted people to notice I was hurting. I didn't know they'd blame you. You were the only one who ever stayed. I didn't speak. I couldn't. I just held her hand and cried. I'm still healing from it all. Therapy helped. Time helped. But the judgment from others? The guilt? That stays with you. To everyone out there who's ever tried to help someone they love through mental illness and ended up being blamed when things went wrong, please know this. It's not your fault. You can love someone deeply and still have boundaries. You can try your best and still be left broken. You are not a villain in someone else's pain. You are human. And sometimes, that has to be enough. If this story touched you, please like this video, not just for me, but for everyone who's ever loved someone struggling with their mental health. And in the comments, I want you to write, I choose compassion. Because at the end of the day, we all need a little more of it. And if you know someone, anyone, who might need to hear this story, share it with them. Maybe a friend, a sibling, someone who's been blamed unfairly. They need to know. They're not alone. I'm Sarah. Thank you for listening. Stay strong. And stay kind.